All right, scientists and science toads, it's the moment we've been waiting for. We are going back into the future. I really need your help. We're inside the time machine, and we're going to work as a team to get this time machine going. You hold the lever over there. It's so heavy. Make sure to use all your strength to keep it with our door shut. And you hold that buttons right here. It's important because it keeps our time machine from spinning out of control. And you have a huge job steering the time machine. Make sure to keep us steady and on track. And you be looking out for space pigeons. There's some binoculars around here somewhere to help you. All right, places everyone. Count down with me. Get ready. 3, 2, 1. Faster! Whoa! Spinning so fast. Keep the levers up. Keep holding the buttons and driving the ship. Watch out for those pesky space pigeons. Did we make it in one piece? Let's see. 2 arms, 2 legs, 1 nose, 9 toes, crazy hair. Good, we're all here. Ready yourselves because we're about to see what happens when we go 1 year from now. Oh boy, here we go! Wow, this is awesome.
Well, hello there. Welcome to Rocky Railroad Station.
Well, hi, do you work here?
Do I work here, friend? I've been working here on the railroad all of my life. In fact, I don't just work on trains, I drive the trains. My name is Cam Track. I'm an engineer for the railroads here.
Well, salutations, Cam Track. You must really love trains with a name like that.
Sure do. Trains is my name and trains is my game. Ha! I know every kind of train inside and out. High-speed trains, light trains, street cars, you name it. I know it. But I've never come across a train like this. What kind of locomotive is that?
Oh, Lord goodness, that's no train, it's a time machine. My name is Intelligent. Ella for short. You see, I built a time machine to go way back in the past to VBS. But then we got lost, a missing piece in our time machine somewhere in the time vortex, and have been on a quest to find it. Now we've come into the future to find our missing piece. Have you seen it?
A time machine? Well, hot dog, what do you know of that? A missing piece, you say? Is that big, shiny looking thing from outer space?
That's it!
Well, I'm glad I ran into you. We found that on the tracks a few days ago. It's been sitting in the parts yard across the train yard. A few engineers have been trying to use it for like a whistle for some of our trains, like...
This is the best news ever! This almost tops the time when I found out we can manipulate time waves in space.
The only problem is earlier today there was a rock slide on the tracks and it's blocking the only way to the side of the train yard. Plus, we broke our trains.
Oh, nuts and bolts.
Yeah, we broke those too.
Well, don't give up hope, Cam. We have a powerful God who will help you. We have learned a lot in these past days, traveling through time, searching for this missing piece. In the scary times and the hard times and the worrisome times, God has been with us, giving us hope. And now, God led us to you to find this missing piece.
Wow, what a journey. God's power does give us hope. That's actually what I've been talking about at VBS today.
Really? That's awesome. That makes me very hopeful to see how God will help us fix That makes me very hopeful to see how God will help us to the end. Hey, I have an idea. How about my friends help you clear the railway and I can help you fix your train and the time machine?
That sounds like a great plan. What?
Well, there is the part where you normally invite us along to join us in a song and the Bible story.
Oh, yeah, sure. Come with us. It's just starting.
Woo!
Hey everybody, and welcome to day 5. It is our last day together. A little virtual humor there for you. It's been an awesome week. Now, on day 1, we remembered that Jesus gives us courage. We remembered the time when Peter walked on water with Jesus. And day 2, we remembered that God will always love you. We remembered that Jesus loved us so much, he loves us still, that he was willing to die for us on the cross. On day 3, we remembered that when we worry, Jesus rescues. We remembered the time when Martha worried and complained about her sister. On day 4, we remembered that when life is scary, God is good. God sent those 10 plagues to Egypt and made sure that his people, the Jewish people, were safe that whole time. Well, today, day 5, we're going to have a little bit of a preview of next year's VBS. Today, we're going to learn that Jesus' power gives us hope. In today's Bible adventure story, we find Paul getting ready to set sail for Rome. At the time, he was a prisoner, and he wanted to talk to the emperor about being released. Paul and some of the other prisoners boarded a ship and set sail. The next day, they stopped in a town called Sidon. Paul had some friends there, and he was allowed to see them. After a time, they set sail again. Eventually, they landed in a place called Myra. There, they were able to find a different ship, since the one that they were just on was not sailing to Rome. Once everyone was on board, they set sail. The winds were against them, so it was actually very slow sailing. It took them many days, but eventually they came to a place called Fair Havens. While there, Paul warned the crew that if they continued on their voyage, things were going to get bad. Like, really bad. Like, the word dangerous was thrown around. Nobody listened to him, and they set sail again. After a time, a storm came up, and this storm lasted for many days. Here, listen to what it says, starting in verse 18. We took such a violent battering from the storm that the next day they began to throw the cargo overboard. On the 3rd day, they threw the ship's tackle overboard with their own hands. That was all the sailing equipment that they used, the things to raise and lower the sails and all that. When neither sun nor stars appeared for many days and the storm continued raging, we finally gave up all hope of being saved. After the men had gone a long time without food, Paul stood up before them and said, "Men, you should have taken my advice not to sail from Crete. Then you would have spared yourselves this damage and loss. But now I urge you to keep up your courage, because not one of you will be lost. Only the ship will be destroyed." It's kind of some good news, right? Last night, an angel of the God whose I am and whom I serve stood before me and said, "Do not be afraid, Paul. You must stand trial before Caesar, and God has graciously given you the lives of all who sail with you. So keep up your courage, men, for I have faith in God that it will happen just as he told me. Nevertheless, we must run aground on some island." I'll leave it at that for now. Kind of a to be continued. Well, I have had a great time this week looking back at some of our past Vacation Bible School stories, our Bible adventure stories. It's been a lot of fun. I hope you guys have enjoyed them too. Enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy the rest of the videos, and hopefully we'll see you in person next year. Bye.
Good morning. This is the year 2021. We have Rocky Railway VBS next year, so we have gone forward in time so that we can show you what it will be like in the future. Our Bible story today is from the book of Acts, Acts 27 in the Bible. And Paul was a very good friend of Jesus. He preached all about Jesus and his love, and he talked to lots and lots of people, and he went to lots and lots of places very far away. And on this time, he went on a ship, and he was going far away to Rome. And there was a bad storm. And Paul said, oh, this isn't going to be good. And for 2 weeks, they were at sea in this terrible storm. And one night, an angel came and talked to Paul, and the angel said, do not worry, not a hair on anyone's head will be harmed. Everyone will survive this storm and this journey. And the next day, Paul told everybody, don't worry, it's going to be fine. And they all forged ahead, but the ship started to break up. It started to break, and they all grabbed a piece of wood, and they all drifted safely onto the island that was the closest, and they were all fine. An angel from God told Paul, and it was true. So today we're going to make a ship, and this is the kit that you will get, and it looks like this. Here are the parts. You're going to take these and punch all these little squares out. Then you're going to put it together with the bigger piece on top, and then this is the rudder that steers the ship. So we're going to put that in the bottom and push it all the way in. And then we're going to take this piece, that's the back of the ship, and that'll hold it all together nicely. And then we're going to put the mast on. That's where the sail goes. And this is a little tricky to get it through here. You have to kind of make the hole ahead of time and put it all the way through, and then put the sail on. Put the sail on your ship. And of course, it has a flag on top. So you're going to put your flag on. And there's the ship. This ship is all together. You can play with this. You can take it out to the water. If you want to, you can glue all these pieces together, but you have to wait for the glue to dry before you put it in the water. Then you've got a ship to play with. So that's our craft today from the future. Have fun doing it. Bye.
We trust in you, Jesus. You're all that we need. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. You give us hope and life that's forever. You make us whole, and we stand together. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. We're off on this journey. There's no looking back. With Jesus to lead us, we're on the right track. Oh, oh, oh. Wide open spaces for wide open eyes. We're looking ahead for the next big surprise. Oh, 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 oh. We trust in you, Jesus. You're all that we need. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. You give us hope and life that's forever. You make us whole, and we stand together. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. We're off on this journey. There's no looking back. With Jesus to lead us, we're on the right track. Oh, 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 oh. Wide open spaces for wide open eyes. We're looking ahead for the next big surprise. Oh, 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 oh. We trust in you, Jesus. You're all that we need. Your power will pull us through.
We interrupt this broadcast to bring you an important message from Intelligent, or Ella for short.
Well, scientists and science toads, it's Intelligent, or Ella for short. Gina's cousin here. She's still meeting with the president this night and all night since we've seen her. It's totally top secret, rocking her project. Well, maybe next year, VBS, we'll find out what she did. Have you had a great week at your VBS Experience Time Machine, a godly blast to the past virtual VBS? It's been a blast joining you, and I hope to connect soon with my cousin Gina. But until then, we have one more task to complete to fulfill this mission. We have brought this catapult with us in our time machine from the great inventor Ivan Victor. She said we might need it at the end of our journey together, but I'm not sure exactly what it's for. There's Miss Jenny and Tobias, our comfort dog. Maybe they know what we can do. Tobias, our comfort dog. Oh, Miss Jenny, do you know why this catapult was sent to us?
We sure do. Your scientists and science toads have brought in peanut butter and jelly to help fuel the Lord of Glory food pantry. We challenged them to bring 200 jars, and they did. So the catapult is going to be put to good scientific use.
Oh, wow, how exciting. Do show us. How many jars were brought and collected? Will it be enough to start up and electrify the catapult?
We collected 241 jars of peanut butter and jelly. Most excellent work, kids. You have brought more fuel of peanut butter and jelly, so it's time to use the catapult.
But what should we send on this catapult, and to whom shall we send it?
Tobias, it's time for you to step into action. Let's load the catapult. Prepare to send it on its way. 3, 2, 1.
What a beautiful day, a summer day, to just enjoy the weather and read a really good book. Whew, that was a close one. I'm gonna water my plants a little bit, they look a little dry. Well, that one was even closer.
Stop being so crazy.
Kate, this pie gets me every single year, and I am not gonna let it get me this year.
Dad, look out!
It got me again. But I'll tell you, I'm really proud of you girls and boys in church family for collecting so much peanut butter and jelly. This is worth it because it's going to make sure that families in our community who are hungry get some good peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. I also want to say thanks to everybody who put together an awesome year of VBS. A lot to remember this year. Have a great day, everybody.
We now return to our regular broadcast.
Well, everyone, what an amazing week we've had. We've learned a lot this week, traveling from caves to islands to trains. God was with us the whole time, giving us hope and keeping us safe with His power. It's been so much fun, Cam. Thank you for helping us fix our time machine.
No problem. I'm excited because I get to see you next year right here at Rocky Road Railroad.
You sure will. I have a lot of hope for the future, Cam.
That's great to hear, Ella. Always remember that Jesus' power gives us hope. We can trust in Jesus.
Even when life is scary or sad or strange, we can trust Jesus because He loves us. Well, everyone, we better be off. We have no fear. We'll be back next year. Let's go, my scientists and toads. And always remember, friends,
Jesus' power gives us hope.
Toodaloo!
Bye.